Hey y'all, it's Jamie Deen here. I'm back in Mom's kitchen. We're doing simple, easy recipes. Today lends itself to the University of Georgia? No, college football. Who doesn't love a plate of nachos? Today I've got something special for you folks. People have been asking about keto friendly. I don't know what keto is, but I do like a pork rind. So we're making our nachos with pork rinds today. This recipe is coming out of Mom's magazine that she does. This is actually on the shelves last week. This is a pulled pork nacho that could not be easier, most especially if you happen to have some leftover pulled pork. We've already cooked this, enjoyed it, sauced it, and now it's ready to go. We're gonna give it a new home on top of our pork nachos made with pork rinds. So if you're on the keto thing, if that's your jam, keep on keeping on. These nachos are for you. I love pork rinds. I'm from Southwest Georgia. It's a prerequisite. This is what I grew up teething on. You know, some of the pork rinds are really hard. That was my teething tools when I was young. So I'm gonna get a nice layer of these pork rinds on here. I got parchment paper down on a baking sheet. Make sure you put your parchment paper down or a non-stick tinfoil. Because if you put tinfoil down, you think this will be perfect for me. The cheese melts, then when you pick up one nacho, the whole sheet of tinfoil will come up. That non-stick tinfoil is really a helpful tool. Now we're gonna bake these, but we're gonna top it with a coleslaw, and we'll go through the coleslaw once these come out of the oven. But first things first, we got our layer of pork rinds down. I'm just gonna plop barbecue on top of these. Try to spread it out as best as you can. Now there is no wrong way to make nachos. I love them. I don't care if it's pork rinds. Homemade tortilla chips is my #1 favorite though, where you cut them up in quarters and you bake them at your house, and you can season them with a little bit of lime zest and something a little spicy. My mouth is watering, can y'all tell? I haven't eaten lunch yet today, but I think I see lunch on the horizon. So this might have been close to a pound. I'm gonna kind of spread it out a little bit. And we're gonna top it with a mix of Colby and Jack cheese. I know, don't use my teeth. I've heard it a million times, but if I didn't want me to use my teeth to open packages, you wouldn't have put it there. I'm gonna cover these with our cheese. This is perfect for you to put together at the last minute on a Saturday or Sunday if you're watching football with your family. Who doesn't love nachos? I certainly do. And it just so happens they pair very well with a cold adult beverage, namely beer. These are only gonna go in the oven for a few minutes, just enough to melt the cheese. So stick around. I'm gonna give these 5 minutes. When we get back, we'll finish them off. Ooh, y'all look at there. Doesn't that look good? Kind of browned up the pork rinds a little bit. Everything's nice and hot. So, you know, I love texture and different flavors, and this needs a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is a sweet and sour coleslaw for this. I'm using angel hair coleslaw, and if you don't know what that is, it's very thinly sliced. You can find these at your grocery store. It's a really thin cut, like angel hair pasta, but it's cabbage. And I do my Asian slaw with this, and even my coleslaw. Sometimes I like to chop up a head myself. I like to, because I cut it really thin like this too. And the reason why I like to use fresh cabbage sometimes rather than a bag is because those beautiful outside dark green leaves. I love color. Food is like paint for me. So a white inside of the cabbage, too bland for me. So I always mix in the really dark outside green edges, and then I'll pick up a little package of purple and slice it in there too to give it a little bit more flavor. But today we're using the angel hair coleslaw, and we've added a good bit of color to it. We've got purple onions, green peppers, carrots, and this is almost a traditional Southern that we're using vinegar and a little bit of sugar. And is there mayonnaise in this one?
Nope.
No mayonnaise in this.
Olive oil.
Olive oil, thank you, T. So that's the difference between a traditional Southern and this, is that I would add a little bit of mayonnaise, and some people might do mustard. I use a little bit more black pepper than it calls for, and really a secret ingredient for my coleslaw that I'm making is celery seeds. I love celery seeds in coleslaw. I keep talking about things that I'm not making today, but today, dadgummit, we're making this. So we've got purple onion, carrots, our angel hair coleslaw, salt, pepper, vinegar, a little bit of sugar. Eddie will make sure that the recipe gets put on. And we're just gonna drape this around our nachos. I cannot keep my mouth from watering today. It feels like I have way too much spit in my mouth. I have trouble talking. It does look good.
They look good, and what a great different twist on nachos.
Yeah, it's really smart if you feel like, oh, we've had that a million times. I'll try something different every now and then. And you can't ever tell, you might stumble upon a favorite. Isn't that so beautiful? I love that. Now on half of these, I've sliced some jalapenos, so we're gonna put a little bit of heat in here, but only on half, because I know Mom doesn't like the hot and Gruber loves it. So we're gonna keep it on just the half. And I'm going to taste as this. Ooh, my goodness. If you have a weak stomach, you might want to turn around, because this isn't gonna be pretty right here. Oh. Cheers. Oh. Okay, well, I would recommend you for tailgate. Anytime you have a family, this is definitely the recipe you want to do. I'll see you guys in, and we'll see you next time around the kitchen.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.